Hope College, you're back. Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh. A body without a spirit is dead. A chapel without Hope College students is also dead. We got our soul back today. Thank you for coming. Welcome back, Hope College. I want to welcome the class of 2020, my seniors. Any representation here? The class of 21, my juniors. Yes. I want to welcome my sophomores, the class of 2022. Yes. And for the first time ever in the history of creation, the class of 2023 is gathered in the Dimnit Chapel to worship. We welcome you. Come here. Yes. I also want to welcome our faculty and staff. Some of them are new. Let's give them some love today as well. Welcome. The heart and soul of what we're about. And I also want to welcome, for the very first time as president, his first chapel, Matt Scogan. Yes, and Frank Sarah. Oh, it's so great to have you back. I hope that you had a refreshing time in the season of long light. But I'm glad that the true light has brought you back into this space. It's so good to see you. You know, there's nothing worse than showing up someplace and having the door locked, particularly when you got to go. But one of the reasons why I love this place, because it's open, and it's open for you. One of my favorite things about Dimnit Chapel is when you approach Dimnit from any of the four corners, you approach these big, heavy wooden doors. And then your hand grabs one of the brass handles, and it's shiny and it's smooth. And it's shiny and smooth because year after year, generation after generation, you have grabbed it. Since it opened in 1929, students just like you have been gathering that handle. Faculty and staff just like you, presidents just like you, have grabbed that handle to come into this space. And this is your space, my friends. Whether you're a senior or a junior or faculty and staff, this is your place. I like to think of Dimnit as a thin place. It's a Celtic word to describe that rare convergence of time, space continuum where heaven and earth kiss. This is one of those places, and I pray that it will be that for you this year. And I imagine today you got a lot of feels, particularly if you're new. Who do I sit with? Where am I supposed to sit? How am I supposed to worship? And I just want to encourage you to just be here. Just keep grabbing the handle because you belong here in this place. Whether you worship with your hands raised, you belong here. Whether you prefer to sit down and be quiet, you belong here. Whether you have a heritage of faith in your background, you belong here. Whether you don't, you belong here. Whether you got a lot of questions, a lot of doubt, you belong here in this place. I don't care if you're black or you're white. I don't care if you're an international student or from Holland. I don't care if you're gay or you're straight. You belong here because in here, in this thin place, God will encounter us. And anytime God encounters us, he draws us out to where we can never return. God will meet you where you are here, but I promise you, he won't keep you there. He will call you into a new kind of life, a holy life, a life that is flourishing, a life that is full of love, a life that is full of passion. He will charge your studies with meaning. It will give your life a steady direction. In this place, you belong. And so I want to encourage you to keep grabbing the handle this year and to come on in. And not only this handle, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a new campus ministry building just across the quad, the Van Andel Heister Hope, the House of Hope, and it is named as the Hope's House for you. This is designed for you, so we want to encourage you to come on over, give yourself a tour, have a sip of conversation with somebody, sit by the fireplace in the winter, get warm, get cozy, all the Coast League things. In that place, you belong as well as every place on this campus. We are so grateful that you're here. There's nothing worse than having a door locked when you need to get in. The only thing more worse than that is having your heart and your mind locked to all that is good and true and beautiful, to the living God himself, the source of truth and goodness and beauty. But just remember what G.K. Chesterton said, that merely having an open mind is nothing. The object of an open mind, like an open mouth, is to shut on something solid. And here in this place, I want to tell you the truth. We want to tell you a truth as a college, that something solid isn't a something, but a someone. He's revealed to us as the person of Jesus Christ. And to all who receive him, who believe in his name, he gives the power to become children of God, born not of the will of the flesh or the will of any man or of blood, but of God. In other words, in this place, it is reserved for us to become who God called us to be, his children. In this place you belong, now and forever. And so as we launch into this year, my friends, as we feel all of our feels and enjoy the energy and the worship, just know that it is only a prelude of what is to come. For I believe with all my heart, mind, soul, and strength that God is about to do something new here. God is blowing his spirit into this college in such a way that years from now, they will look back at this time and this place and say, it began here. God is going to do something new by speaking. And whenever God speaks, he creates. And whenever God creates, he gives life and light. And my friends, that is what it means to be a people of hope, to be light and to be life for this world and for the nations. Amen? Amen. Friends, let's go in peace to love and serve the Lord. You are dismissed. Amen.